Well, welcome back once again. This is Monday, June 22nd. Been a pretty busy day today. Not just here, had to go to Little Rock. John had to go to the heart hospital today. His left arterial, left artery is 100% blocked. His right side was 70% blocked, so they went in this morning. They left 100% blocked the way it was. There ain't nothing they really do about it. The 70% blocked when they went in there and cleaned it out. He's doing better. He's spending the night up here in Heart Hospital. So it's just me here at the house. Thought I'd come out and do a video. Rooster Jr. had to go home for a little while. Whether or not he gets to come back, it'll be up to his mother and his father over there. So I thought I'd come out and do a little video, like I said, and I still gotta get some things done around here this afternoon. I'm over here by the rabbits. They're underneath the hutch in the shade right now. We're going to try and do a little walk around and do a little talking about what's going on around here. So let's start over here at the rabbits. See if I can get a good peek at them over here for you. They're growing. So I'm still waiting on my new buck to get here and get everything set up in the back there. Once I get my new fence put up around the outside of my property here. So just turn out here and show what the rabbits are up to. There they are, underneath there, just chilling out. They're eating good, getting fat. Hopefully not too fat to breed as I get around to getting the bread, get everything set up. So, sun just shining out here, and here's some of John's yellow crookneck squash up here. Still working on this over here. Got the one raised bed built. Haven't got it filled up or anything. The Rutgers tomatoes out here are growing. As you can see, I got some tomatoes down there. They're coming on slowly but surely. Still early in the growing season for these out here. Asparagus beans down there where the cattle panel is, they're trying to take off. Got some chicken manure put on the other day. And my little peppers out through here, they're trying to get a hope. These are the pink ox hearts I have through here. There's 5 rows of these. I got one pink ox heart down on the end of this one row that's getting to be pretty massive. I'll show it to you when I get around there. I got a little fence right here so I can't cut through without going over it. The other day I need some more cucumbers, so this one raised bed up here had the spinach in it we pulled out. I put cucumbers on this here with my hand at, on this end, and on this other end where the brick is down with my hand. There it is. You see little cucumbers poking up. This bed over here where the Alaska snow peas is, I haven't got anything done to them yet. I got it all situated, got it fertilized with some chicken manure. I found dinosaur kale. I finally got rid of the slugs, evidently. Haven't seen that on there in a good week now. But they kind of migrated over here to the purple kohlrabi. But they've been kind of leaving that alone too, so I took some Epsom salt. Went around the edges of it down through there. Kind of made a move on somewhere else, I think. But everything's growing decent for me. I made a few mistakes this year. But you live and you learn, as they always say. But here's that massive pink ox heart. These seeds was given to me by VW Family Farms here in Arkansas. This little tomato has some weight to it. I'm looking forward to doing something with them tomatoes. And my beets, my Detroit beets are finally taking off. The carrots, I hope it don't get too hot for the carrots. Or the beets. I may have to put a shade across them when it gets a lot hotter. But over this other bed where the onions were, we pulled them up, put them in the freezer. Like I said, I have, cucumbers on each end. I'm gonna put something in here in the middle. So don't know what yet. All my peppers I wintered over are doing better now. Slugs are kind of leaving them things along too. So like I said, everything's coming along. Like I said, I made a few mistakes on things. My squash, the heat is getting to them. I bought some compost from a local place here, and I didn't check everything on the soil properties of it. You live and you learn. Next year I will be hauling stuff in through the winter, getting my beds ready for summer. My okra is starting to take off. Again, some young okra down through here. We've got 118 plants around that area, between 115 and 118. I don't think we've lost any really. So one of the things you live and you learn is companion planting. I don't think I'm going to plant my rattlesnake pole beans and my corn together again. I'm going to keep everything separated. And my sweet peas, I was behind that, really didn't work very well. But like I said, you live and you learn. The corn is making tassels up there, but I haven't seen any ears starting to develop down through here. I don't understand why. Maybe it's too early, but I thought they should already been forming to be pollinated when the tassels get ready. It looks good and tall, strong. So, like I never had corn back in this area, or the cabbage, broccoli and stuff. The worms got to me back here on this back row over here. Like I said, next year I'll be more prepared, have my soil prepared better. My main crop this year was so far is going to be the okra for one, my tomatoes, my brown Russian cucumbers, yes, my peppers. Always with my peppers, they always do good, it seems like, for me. So, but the year is still young. I still have a chance to do a fall crop. I have till the end of October to keep things going for the shed wars contest. I ain't giving up yet. I'm trying to stand here off so you can hear me. I gotta get out here when it cools off a little bit. These tomatoes here in the greenhouse are really jumping. Like I said, we've already made 12 pints of salsa. I've got enough tomatoes in the house to make another batch. What's out here in the greenhouse, I may have enough to make 2 more batches. We get about 4 pints per batch of salsa at a time. I bet I've got enough 12 more pints what I've got in the house plus what's out here in the greenhouse. And my Advarsky peppers are doing well. I was hoping they would, because Sarah and Kevin up there in Missouri got me curious on these things, and they're growing. I mean, some of these things are getting some good size on them. I want to keep some of the seeds for next year. Do them again in a different location. Like I said, all these tomatoes, you know, they're Italian brand variety. I mean, not brand, variety. The Amish Coley, John's little beefsteak tomatoes, which I don't know, to me they ain't a beefsteak, but they're very big. They're good tomatoes. They're real handy in slicing and canning and stuff. They're still loaded to the brim. As you can see, I mean, it's a lot of red tomatoes on these things through here. So, even though John's going to be recuperating for a few days, he still might want to make some salsa there in the house. He won't be able to get out and do any sweating with that neck cut open like it is. But these are still young. Once I get my fence put up around the exterior of this place, I'll be able to do more planting. My chicken pens and coops are going to be back in this back corner. I'm still getting rid of things, reorganizing back here. Cleaning the fence rows back so the contractor will be able to get in here and put the fence up for me. So, and if Miss Darlene is watching this video, which I'm sure she is, because I try to watch all of hers. Miss Darlene, there's my potatoes. There's my potatoes. I may get enough to make a good batch of potato salad this fall, but hey, I got a potato patch. But don't giggle too much. I hope you're sitting down when you've seen this. And like I said, the Detroit Beast, hopefully I'll make some. I want to can some. Like I said, the kale, we're putting it up a little at a time since the slugs left it alone. This bed over here I want to do something with, but I can't do it till I get my fence put up. So they're still organizing around here. So excuse me, my cherry tomatoes up here on the patio are really producing some nice cherry tomatoes. Been giving a few away. I really haven't been weighing these for the contest because it's kind of hard when you're out here in the middle of the night walking around and you're eating your tomatoes all the time. That's one of my main enjoyments about my cherry tomatoes being on my patio. I can just walk out here at night when I'm hurting and can't sleep and just eat some little cherry tomatoes right off the vine. So, yeah, this is my pimento pepper. I don't know if y'all remember, but I like the loss of this very last one. I had something eating on the leaves. So I took it out of that soil it was in, got all the soil off the roots, repotted it, and it is making strides what it was doing. Something was flat eating that thing up. My ghost pepper plant, my pride and joy, is going to have another good year. Some of these ghost peppers are getting pretty good size to them. And I actually ran across quite a few of the red dried ghost peppers the other day in the kitchen in a container that I want to probably gift to somebody if they want them. My Mexican sour gherkin cucumbers here. This thing was just two little bitty old strands. If y'all see this right here, can y'all see that? That's probably what it was when they germinated. Just little strands, you know. And look how big and full that thing. I need to get a trailer stone up higher on the side of the building. Rooster Jr. kept coming through here and he found out about them. He'd go through this thing daily or twice a day, try to find something big enough to munch on. I still have lots of flowers and stuff here that I like to get rid of. All my mints are up here on the outside patio along some of my peppers. Because once my okra got big out there beside the greenhouse, I was going to have a hard time getting back there watering them. But I still have some habaneros that I wintered over. These just didn't want to die. I need to find a home for these. I have two big buckets, 5-gallon buckets of habaneros I saved on purpose. Plus this little short 2-gallon bucket that is really putting out some habaneros this year. A purple cayenne. I have a lot of different types of peppers up here. Bangkok. And this pepper right here, I haven't figured out what it is. So I'll figure it out. I'm going to put an aluminum name tag so I don't never forget it again. So, my cayenne and Bangkoks produce heavily every year since I started wintering them over. I have lots of red ones on here again. Rooster Jr. picked a whole lot of them off for me one day over here. And I have my sage, you know, oregano, thyme, spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint. I have 2 citrus trees left. So, I guess I have lots of other things going on around the rooster garden here. I have my hibiscus bushes here. I haven't did a tour on the front lately. In a good while, I guess I need one day to walk around the front of the house to show you what it looks like up there now. But like I said, it's Monday afternoon. Letting it cool down a little bit. Then I'm going to have to get out there in the greenhouse and pick those tomatoes out there, get them weighed up for the contest. I'm really fortunate to have my greenhouse out there. So I had to go down South Arkansas and disassemble it, bring it back up here, and we only got half of it set up. I got the bows for another size, another greenhouse, the same size as this one. Y'all know me, I get tongue-tied. But hey, you know, I'm honest, you know, I try to do the best I can. I thought about moving it up between the ditch and towards the house, just put a shade screen on top of it, just to block the heat off of whatever vegetables I have up here, and just have the okra and stuff in between there. So I thought about doing that in the future. So I have my window greenhouse, I have my big greenhouse, about 26 by 48. Then I have a 26 by 48 shade greenhouse, I guess you would call it. Then all the other open spaces I have around here. But just something to think about and dream about and work on. I live in the city. You know, I have a lot and a half, used to be 2 full lots. And I'm getting rid of Rooster Garden number 2 over there. That's what's going to put my fence around this here. I'm going to have a 6-foot fence put all the way around, a privacy fence. So I can do what I want to back here. So that's what I'm working on. That's my dream. That's my ambition. Grow my own food. Try to help people out that I can, when I can. Plus put back for myself for future use. And maybe I can get Rooster Jr. involved in growing him a garden where he lives at. His mom and dad has a pretty good sized property up there that he can put a garden there if they wanted to, and I help them out all I could. I mean. So if they need seedlings started, I can start them here. Then they can come pick them up, take them out there and plant them. He learned quite a bit what time he's here already. He really took hold of the gardening stuff around here. I'm really proud of him. He's a little cantankerous. He's a teenager. He's almost 13, you know. He cantankerous little bugger because, hey, I was too, shoot. Or all of us boys was at one time. You know, so we kind of pushed it, the envelope sometimes. And sometimes we got our hiney tore up. But, hey, we survived. I did. You know, so I kind of miss Rooster Jr. around here. The house a whole lot quieter. John's up there recuperating his heart hospital here. He'll be back sometime tomorrow. And maybe we'll get our mind set on what we need to do around here. Once he gets recuperated, he'll be going back to work at the factory down the road down there where he was working at before. So it'll be back here, just me here at the house, me and the 4-legged kids. So, like I said, I just want to come out and walk around and show you how it's going around here. And what is that? That is a wild, well, I'll be daggum. That was a wild rabbit just ran across my garden to the back corner where the chicken coop's going to be. He must have been over there where my rabbits was at, by the angle he ran across the garden. Wait a minute. I'll be daggum. He coming back across there. All over the garden. I mean, that little rabbit is a boogie looking. Down behind the greenhouse, down through the corn. I mean, he is filling his oats. Well, I'll be. I may have to trap him and see if he's a male or a female. But there he goes again. He's too daggum fast for me to catch him on camera here for y'all. Huh. John said the other morning that 2 baby raccoons went across the garden. Hey, we got wildlife in the city, y'all. Y'all seen the 2 raccoons the other day we had. But anyways, as my grandpa used to say, Bessie, shut your bazoo up. Well, I'm going to shut my bazoo up and get in here and do something, you know, till it cools down. Y'all come on back and see me in the Rooster Garden. Maybe Rooster Jr. come back for another visit before school starts. So we'll just have to see how it all works out. But I'll keep in touch and y'all come on back and see what I'm up to. And see if Rooster Jr. gets to come back. If y'all want Rooster Jr. to come back for some more videos, let me know, and I'll sure let him. He watches videos from home too, him and his mom. So he'll see all your comments that you make. If he does a better job at a video, let me know. I'll sure put him on more often if his mama will let him. Y'all have a super day, and I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.